This is going to be a quick video. I've been reflecting on what's been going on with YouTube, and I just wanted to express a little of how it's affecting me, even though I am still a baby tuber and will possibly affect how I proceed with my content going forward. I think that, as discouraging as this may seem, with the potential and most likely inevitable censorship that content creators face on YouTube and the loss of revenue from sites such as Patreon if your viewpoints don't align with theirs, I realize more and more, despite the obstacles and adversities, that I cannot stop simply because it seems too hard. All of this, I think, will pass, and even if it affects our ability to express ourselves on places like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, there are and will continue to be alternatives presented to us when the market is ripe for it. Minds is growing fast, Gab.ai has continued to see growth where Twitter is declining, and YouTube and places like Patreon are not so high on their pedestals that they cannot fall. While YouTube is owned by Google, YouTube still operates at a net loss for Google's profits, and even Google as a search engine can be replaced. And this only inspires someone like me more to keep going, for you see, even gods can bleed. I don't have the social footprint and internet presence that some other content creators have, such as Sargon of Akkad, Jeff Holiday, Irate, Alex Bear, and Sinatra Says, which is fine. I'm still growing and I'm still building my own audience. We as content creators are capable of finding a way to persevere. This I believe to be true. I wanted to address Irate Bear for just a second. Papa Irate, I started to choke up a little when you mentioned in one of your recent videos that you were looking forward to one day having the silver play button, and that now you may never see it if YouTube continues to hinder content creators who do nothing but speak their minds. But I would like to offer some words of support and encouragement. Platforms come and go, but you are still here, and there will be something far better for you than a silver play button on this journey as we move forward. You are worth more than a shiny piece of metal. Never forget that. This brings me to reflect on how this is affecting me personally, given the social climate, and what I envision for the future fight for free speech. I had a dream not too long ago. I don't normally remember my dreams, but this one I did, and it brought me a bit of comfort. I was in a large room, something akin to an arena or a conference hall with a stage. Someone was on the stage, walking back and forth, speaking into a microphone, addressing a room filled from all sides of all kinds of people, many of them content creators, other viewers, and fans. The topic the speaker was discussing was how to give back to the community and how to engage with people, offering incentives to donors as well as detractors to have a discussion. Among the crowd, there were people like Monday Matt, the Warskis, Dave Cullen, and funny enough, 10 feet away from me was Carl Benjamin, aka Sargon of Akkad. In my dream, Carl had suggested offering to buy coffee for detractors, having a sit-down with someone like Francesca Ramsey just to be able to have a civil discussion and talk. I know in the real world, especially with the events of VidCon, this is less and less likely that people who disagree with us are likely to sit down to sip a cappuccino and try to resolve our differences, or at least that the peace would last long before people's egos and internet personalities got the better of them. But hey, if it could happen with Lacey Green, who knows unless we try. I don't believe in fortunes, but I've had experiences in the past where I've dreamt a strange series of events, and not too long after, something similar in the real world would happen. Perhaps it's nothing more than intuition manifested in dream form. However, I do believe that if one has a goal in mind and is willing to put in the hard work, we can make things happen. I don't know if this dream is anything more than just that, but I think on it more and more. There is an interesting correlation between the events that are happening now, as a rallying cry for alternatives to news and platforms for free speech. In less than 8 months, we will see the rise of a new stage, the Kilroy event, being hosted by Dave Cullen and Based Mama. Sometimes we have to carve out our own spaces, and I think this is the very encouraging endeavor that will help build and unite people more than how others want to tear down and destroy. I've always wanted to do what I can to help other people. I'm a graphic designer by profession, so an idea I had floated on my Discord, instead of offering merchandise like t-shirts to give to people, why not offer my design services? Something I would like to help content creators, regardless if it's on YouTube or not, is provide them with promotional material at cost. Things like business cards, flyers, posters, banners, or even logo design. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below. I'd be making a website within the next few weeks that will allow me to offer these things to you guys. Anyways, these are just my thoughts on the YouTube situation. If you'd like to see more of my content, please like, subscribe, and please also follow me on Minds, Gab, Twitter, and VidMe. That will be all for this video, and until next time, see ya!